Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
New details are emerging in the now canceled Amber Alert for a teenage mother and her baby.
Leaders at a Lexington church believe that a person who broke in and stole from them is someone they've been trying to help.
A National Guard soldier continues to fight for his life after a suspected drunk driver hit him in September. WKYT News starts now. We're tracking a breaking news alert out of Perry County tonight. Good evening, I'm Kristen Kennedy. The search for a 16-year-old girl who police say took off with her 9-day-old baby is over. Around 1:45 this afternoon, police found Desiree Nicole Davidson in Hazard. They issued an Amber Alert after the teen took her baby from their foster home. Police found the child, little Nevaeh Sanders, at a Holiday Inn in Lee County, Virginia, last night. They believe Davidson dropped her off with a friend who was staying there. We're told Davidson is now in the care of social services. No word yet if charges will be filed. A burglar stole from a congregation trying to help him. Late Friday night, police say a burglar broke into a woman's home while she was at church. Just a few hours later, they believe the same man hit up the church she was attending, stealing 2 TVs. WKYT's Mark Barber spoke with church members who think they were targeted by someone they were helping. He has our top story.
Somebody took a big piece of my heart and my safety, away from me.
Wiping away tears, Nevada Frizzell says she can't believe someone swiped her jewelry collection.
There was pieces in there that belonged to my mom, some from my deceased husband that was special.
She believes just a few hours after the burglar broke into her apartment on Red Mile Road Friday night, they hit her church, Hope Springs Community Church on Versailles Road.
Somebody came in, threw a rock through our door, ripped off our big screen TV that we use for newcomers, and took one of the TVs that we use for our newcomer 101 class.
Frizzell tells us she's a part of a church group that helps people break free of addictions. She believes someone they were trying to help took advantage of their kindness.
I don't want to say it's a slap in the face, but that's kind of what it feels like. We put our hearts out for these people more times than just, Friday nights and Sunday mornings. And they know that, we're here to help and we're here to serve. And that's all they had to do is just ask.
Frizzell says while she and many others at the church are frustrated, they are willing to forgive.
When someone breaks your trust and violates your home, it's hard to do that, but as a Christian, that's what we have to do.
In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Police are checking nearby security cameras to try and get a good image of the burglar. A teenager is in the hospital tonight and his father is in jail. Police think they were drinking and driving. They say Jonathan Wells let his 13-year-old son drive his car. They were in Owensville when the teen crashed it. Police say the crash caused the teen to fly out of the car and he ended up pinned underneath it. They believe Wells was drunk and that his son was possibly under the influence too. Wells faces charges of wanton endangerment, endangering the welfare of a minor, and alcohol intoxication. Police are searching for a man they say stole a car and then took off. Just before 11 last night, police say the driver was in a parking lot driving in circles when the car caught on fire. We're told the driver got out of the car and ran away. Investigators later tracked down the owner and found out the car was stolen. Police say no one was injured. A National Guard soldier continues to fight for his life after police say a drunk driver hit him outside a bar back in September. Police say Noel Espino was at the Beer Trap in Lexington in September when the driver of an SUV hit him and the bar. It's WKYT's Sean Moody tells us Espino's family still remembers the moment they got the phone call about what happened.
It's been several weeks now since the accident. Police say Guam National Guard Captain Noel Espino was standing outside the Beer Trap when a car hit him. Espino's brother-in-law, Wesley Bello, is in the Navy, stationed in Tennessee. He got the call the next morning and got to Lexington as fast as he could.
I didn't even recognize him. He was so swollen. He had cuts and bruises. His eyes were puffed up. It didn't even look like him.
Bello has been back and forth between Lexington and Tennessee over the past few weeks. He says Espino's still in the ICU at UK Hospital, but he's doing better.
He's a fighter. He's a true fighter, and the doctor always, tell us that if he was a lesser man, he wouldn't have survived this. Yesterday was
Ever since the accident, businesses here in Chevy Chase have been raising money for Espino. In fact, there's a tip jar dedicated to him inside the beer trap. Espino's family says they're grateful for all the support.
People from Lexington are awesome. It's just overwhelming how supportive and friendly the people here in Lexington are, and we're overwhelmed with and blessed with having such a community.
In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
You can donate to Espino's fund at the beer trap or online. We have a link to his GoFundMe account on WKYT.com. It looks like temperatures could start heating back up again as we head into the work week. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell has a first look at our forecast. So you're saying it's going to get warmer.
That's exactly right. We'll see temperatures climb probably into the 50s and 60s Monday, Tuesday. But another crash, of course, coming toward the middle and latter part of the week, so it won't last forever. We're looking outside right now at just a few minutes past 6 o'clock, and notice it's rather dark out there. Why? Of course, because we set our clocks back last night. So seeing that early evening starting to get upon us, sun setting off in the distance there. Beautiful shot. Right now in Lexington, we are at 45 degrees, and we'll continue to feel that chill out there through the overnight. Not quite as bad as it was today. Today, we got down into the mid-20s, low 20s in a couple of locations to start the morning off. Other locations are feeling those 40s as well. 41 Mount Sterling, 43 Moorhead, and down to 39 in Frankfort already. But tonight, we're only going to hover probably in the low and mid 30s. Maybe an upper 20 tries to creep in, but not quite as intense of a blast of cold air as we had out there last night. There you see Defender scanning the skies. Quiet as far as precipitation is concerned around here. A few showers, though, have been showing up well off to our west, along with this batch of clouds likely drift through the skies during the overnight hours tonight. Our focus of the forecast isn't the cloud cover. It isn't the precipitation, at least not yet. It's about enjoying that brief warm-up that we're going to experience here on Monday and Tuesday. I'll have more on that coming up for you in just a few minutes.
Well, a lot of families, including mine, have already turned the heat on inside their homes. As WKYT's Mike Linden tells us, some are concerned about an early spike on their utility bills.
Early last week, temperatures reached near 80 degrees, but now have slipped back to the 30s, and homeowners are turning on their heating to stay warm.
That extreme cold that we had a couple days ago, we just decided to start turning it on and play by ear. If it started getting warmer out, we'd shut it off, but last night was bad.
Rather than manually adjusting the temperature of your thermostat, a programmable thermostat can help save up to 12% on your Kentucky utilities bill each month.
According to KU, one of the best and easiest ways to save money on energy use is to simply adjust your thermostat from where you normally set it to during the summer and the winter. It's recommended in the winter to turn it down by about 2 degrees from where you normally set it, and that will save you about $45 a year.
After a winter that brought historic energy usage last year, officials say to find a consistent temperature on your thermostat this fall rather than making constant adjustments as winter approaches.
If it's an up and down kind of thing, then you're making the furnace work harder at times when bodies are in the house usually, which is not the most efficient way of operating a furnace.
According to Kentucky Utilities, heating and cooling accounts for 75% of energy bills. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
For more tips on how to save money on your heating this winter, you can go to WKYT.com, click on the link to this story. Coming up, some members of the community spent the afternoon praying and walking to stop the violence. Hear from organizers in Lexington. The goal is to stop the violence. This afternoon, a group of about 25 people came out to pray and walk against violence. They say the purpose of the walk stemmed from the string of violence that hit Lexington this summer.
The importance of the walks, I feel, from the summer violence, the numbers went down, and I see a rise in innocent victims losing their lives again. So I feel like they need a reminder that we are here, we're working on a plan, and prayer is what's important that'll get us through this.
This summer, community leaders held multiple peace walks in area parks and surrounding neighborhoods to help stop the violence. With the election now only 2 days away, be sure to watch Kentucky Newsmakers' hour-long special edition featuring interviews with both Senator McConnell and Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes right here on the CW Lexington at 6:30.